Hi, I am Fernanda Perez and I'm going to talk about the importance of the biome that is tropical rainforest. What importance about this biome is that they regulate our climate. Even though it sounds crazy, the Amazonian forest alone store over a half of the Earth's rainwater. Also, without the forest constantly recycling our water with feeding the rivers and lakes, the droughts will be more commonly nowadays. And also, the trees help us to clean our atmosphere. Another importance about this biome is the rainforest pharmacy. Even though it sounds surprise, but more than 25% of modern medicine it is originate from rainforest plants. Even so, it sounds surprised, we have only have to use 1% of all the plants. Imagine what we could do with all the 99 left. One example about this is the rosy periwinkle plant that is used to cure leukemia.
Hi, I'm Ana Plasencia and I'm going to tell you about how the abiotic factors in the tropical rainforest relate to the living organisms that exist in there. Many organisms that exist in the tropical rainforest need of this type of ecosystem and abiotic factors to exist. For example, frog of the rainforest needs a lot of water to stay hydrated. Another abiotic factor that the living organisms in tropical rainforests really depend on are the temperature. If the temperature of the tropical rainforest goes really high or really low, the living beings in there will probably not be able to tolerate it and die. Usually the organisms in the tropical rainforest tend to be used to really high temperatures, but if it goes really low, they won't be able to tolerate those types of temperature. Even though the living organisms in this type of ecosystem are used to really high temperatures, they have these high temperatures with a lot of water, so it's constantly humid but also hot. If we put them in a place with the same type of temperature but without water, like in the desert, they won't be able to tolerate it because they're not used to that type of climate. They need a lot of heat and a lot of humidity to be able to survive. Also, if we put them in a colder place with humidity, for example in the Arctic poles, they wouldn't survive either because even though there's water a lot around of them, they are not used to tolerate these types of temperatures and they wouldn't survive.
Hi, I'm Paola Santos, and I'm going to be talking about the different plants and animals that can be found in the tropical rainforest. Throughout all the different layers of a tropical rainforest, you'll find a wide variety of animals. For example, in Costa Rica, there are abundant howler and spider. Other rainforest mammals include sloths, tapirs, jaguars, and lemurs. The warm and moist environment of a tropical rainforest is an ideal habitat for reptiles and amphibians. Many types of frogs, lizards, and snakes can be found in every layer of this rainforest. Butterflies and moths are plentiful in the rainforest as well. Many migrate, spending the winters in there and spending the summers in our back. Rainforest also had a wide number in bird species, such as hummingbirds and harpy eagles. Over 200,000 species of plants live in rainforests. This abundance is due to the warm and humid climate. This includes some of the most beautiful and interesting flora, such as rubber, cacao trees, and orchids.
Rainforests are found along the southeastern Atlantic coast, from the south of San Luis Potosí up to Veracruz and even Tabasco and the south of the Yucatan Peninsula. It is also found in the Pacific watershed of the Sierra Madre of Chiapas, and one example of rainforest areas in Mexico is the Lacandan jungle.
Forests around the world are affected by air and water pollution produced from industrial and commercial activities. Besides the pollution caused by oil spills, toxic byproducts, and mining accidents, rainforests are seriously degraded by air pollution. Acid rain, which has been increasing in the tropics in recent decades due to growing industrialization, also takes its toll on tropical forests. Dumping of trash and human waste into tributaries from overcrowded cities has resulted in serious pollution in many tropical countries. In some areas, rivers are no longer safe for human use, while plant and animal life suffers. Fertilizers and pesticides used in agricultural areas adjacent to forests can take a toll on rainforest wildlife, including critical pollinators and seed dispersers. Overuse and misapplication of nitrogen fertilizers can cause dead zones of low oxygen content in river deltas and the ocean. Since chemicals tend to accumulate up to the food chain, top predators are likely to be most affected by any toxic substances used in pesticides and fertilizers.
Hi, my name is Paulina, and I'm going to tell you some of the endangered species that live in the tropical rainforest. Gorillas live in Africa, and they are threatened by loss of habitat and hunting. The golden lion tamarin lives in Brazil, and these animals are very close to extinction. This is primarily due to hunting. Chimpanzees are endangered because of their habitat extraction and hunting. Orangutans live in Sumatra and Borneo, and these animals are also endangered because of their habitat destruction and hunting. The jaguars live in South America, Central America, and Mexico, and these animals are still being hunted in most countries, although it is against the law. The harpy eagles live in South America and Central America, and these animals may soon disappear if the destruction of their nesting sites continues. Toucans live in South America and Central America, and these birds are threatened. This is mainly due to loss of habitat and the demand of them as pets.